Welcome to CS 1401 video 8.2. In the last video, we looked at conditional statements involving the keyword if. In this video, I'll look at conditional statements involving switch. Sometimes when writing a conditional statement, the number of cases can be really large, and writing all these ifs and elses in sequence can become burdensome. So we can use a different kind of construct, which we'll call switch, which will enable us to write this a lot more cleanly. So for example, if given the number of a month, I want to give the month's name, like for example, given 8, I want to print out August or return August, I can write an algorithm based on this notion of switch. So I'll call my algorithm getMonthName, and the argument it will take will be an integer called month number, and it will return the name of the month, namely in a string. So here's the body of the algorithm, and I'll say switch month number, and by that I mean that we're going to use month number as the thing that determines which case gets executed. So if month number is equal to 1, well, that's the case where month number is equal to 1, and so we'll assign the string January to the variable month name. If the value for the month name is 2, well, that will be case 2, and we'll assign February to month name, and so forth. Now, if month number isn't between 1 and 12, then we don't have a valid month because there is no 0 or negative months and there are no months beyond 12. So in that case, we'll have a default and we'll put invalid month in the place of month name, and finally we'll return month name. I've written a Java program that implements this algorithm, and I've called it month. Let's compile it. And then if I call it with, say, the argument 8, sure enough, it prints out the month is August, which is exactly what we wanted. So here's my Java program for month, and I've written it in a way that we can see a method returning a value. So first I'm going to create a method called getMonthName. It takes an integer month number, and it will return a string called monthName. We'll have a switch statement, and switch is a keyword in Java, and the case will depend on the month number, just like as in our pseudocode. If the value of month number is 1, which means case 1, then I will assign January to month name. And it says break because I'm done with that case. And if month number is 2, then I assign February to month name, and so forth all the way down through December. And if the value of month number is not 1 through 12, then I will assign invalid month to month name. And I will return month name. So what do I do with that to actually make it run? Well, here's the class description for month. It takes one argument, which will be called month number. So I'll parse the string argument into an integer and assign it to month number. I will create a new string variable called month name, and its value will be the value returned by my method getMonthName. And then finally, I'll just print out the month is and the month name, and we're done. So that's a look at conditional statements, both abstractly in pseudocode and more concretely as implemented in Java. In the next video, which is optional for those interested, I'll show how I implemented these logical expressions and conditional statements in the Prolog programming language.